What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to One Life Cars. You join me, Sam Clark, in my kitchen for a quick chat before we start today's video. It is the last day of 2019 and I'm so glad to say we've just hit 1,000 subs guys. Finally there. This channel is becoming official, it's becoming proper. We're going to get monetization, you know, and hopefully one day this will be my full-time job. That is the plan. So if you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like what you're about to see or anything else on the channel, go and have a look, hit those like buttons. It really does help me build up and influence my videos, get views, you know, and get it to you guys so you see it in the first place. Those likes mean everything. But anyway, the last video, 2019, let's crack on. It's only a basic one on the Ford Transit Connect. So for today's video, you join me outside now with the Ford Transit Connect van. It's a Mark 1 model, for those of you who don't already know. There's been a few videos already on this van. So if you want to know anything else, have a look on the channel, look on the Transit Connect playlist, or if there's something new that I've not already covered, let me know in the comments below and I will get it done for you. So today's video on the Ford Transit Connect, I'm going to show you guys how to remove and replace the front seats. Dead easy job, only requires, well, 2 tools for these because there's 2 different bolts for some reason, even though they should all be the same, but it's basically just 4 bolts. It's quite an easy job. This is sort of a warm-up job to the clutch master cylinder, which I'm going to do soon as the clutch has gone on this, and you don't have to, but it helps to take the front seats out to get good access to the pedals. And also, you know, the seats on the vans get ruined all the time, so people change them for that reason. It's been a popular video in the past, seat changing, so I'm going to show you guys. Stay tuned for that. If you like it, hit that thumbs up as always. Let's crack on. Right guys, Transit Connect seat removal and replacement. First thing you want to do is open the door like that of whichever side you would like to remove the seat from. Ignore the mess in here, it is a work van this. So dead simple. You've got 4 mounts. Is it 4? Yeah, you've got 4 bolts, I think, to hold the whole thing in. You've got 2 on the front. You'll see there's one there, a big chunky Torx head bolt. And there's one on the other side, like so. I'll give you sizes and what sort of tool you need from in a minute. And then let's get to the back ones. You just got to get your lever and slide it forward. Like so. That will reveal another Torx bit which is the same as the 2 back ones. A bit rusty and stuff, and this camera doesn't want to focus today, but it is there. You can just about see that. Sorry about the bad camera quality. This will be getting sorted soon, and there's another one at the back. So if we sort of come into the cab and look down the back here, as you can see, to hold the rails on, there's a sort of a thread sticking out of a nut on it. It's like a big, like 14 mil nut, probably a 16 actually. I don't know why there's just one nut there. I don't know if that's standard or something's been changed, but basically we've got 3 Torx bolts and 1 nut and bolt to undo, and the whole seat will come out. I'm not sure there's an electrical connection on these. There might be. Seems to be normally some sort of connection for like a pressure monitor or something like that. But guys, I'll get the tools out now. I'll show you what tools you need to undo these bolts, and we'll get the seat out and have a look at replacing it as well. Alright guys, so the first thing I've done is move the seat all the way forward. I'm going to do the back bolts first. And I flip this little handle too, that does the tilt. It just tilts it forward a little bit, gives you that tiny bit more access. You've got plenty of access though anyway, to get your hand down. I know it looks awkward from here, but you can easily get your hand in like that to get at your ratchet. I've got a socket set, a ratchet, little extension bar, and a 16mm socket for that 1 bolt on the back far side. It feels a bit loose, like I think it is a 15 to be honest, but the 16 still grips it alright, and I've not got a 15, so it will do for me today. I've already just loosened it a little bit, and we're going to undo it fully in a second, but that's just for that 1 bolt. The other 3, as you'll notice, are Torx heads, and they are a T50 Torx bit, which looks a bit like this, and I don't know if it'll focus in on what size bit it is, but we'll have a go. It does say T50 on it anyway, so it's a T50 Torx bit you want, and it looks something like that. If you've not got a proper holder for it, like me, what I use is a small enough socket to fit the end in comfortably so it doesn't slip, which I then had to put on a drop down bit to make it fit on a 3/8 ratchet. But yeah, if you find one of your tiny sockets like that, one of them will fit the bit snug, and I can put that now onto the ratchet and undo the 3 Torx bolts. But first we'll have a look at this back one, get that undone, and then undo the 3 Torx bolts, and we'll get the seat out, have a quick look at it, make sure there's no electrical connections or anything else I need to tell you, and then it's just a case of fitting it back in, or in your case your new seat, or the same one if you're just taking it out to do the clutch master cylinder, which is one of the reasons I'm doing this video, so you know how to get it out of the way, because getting to them pedals is an awkward job. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So let's get the bolts out. Just gonna get down there. Right, I've undone both back bolts, the T50 on this side, as you can see there, and the 16 or 15mm nut on the other side. I used a 16mm socket and it worked fine, it just felt a bit loose, like a 15 would have fitted. So now I've just got to do the front two. So I'm going to get my T50 again, that's the setup on the ratchet. Watch it because the bits do fall out the sockets for fun. As you can see here, stick it straight on that. Hopefully it won't be too tight. Not too bad, I managed to do that with one hand while filming. Sometimes they can be a bit tight, these seat bolts, which I suppose isn't a bad thing, you don't want it loose. But yeah, you get the idea, so we're going to get that one all the way out. Repeat the same process on that side. There's a bit of a mess. And then the seat should come free. Let's just have a look now under here while we're here, see if there's any wiring. No, there's no wires connected to that. So yeah, I know you couldn't see much on the camera, it's a bit dark, but get the 4 bolts out and the seat should come out. And to replace it, it's just a case of putting the seat back into position and putting all 4 bolts back in. But I'll quickly get it out just to show it you out. The seat is out the van, as you can see. Dead easy job that, guys. Something you can all do yourselves at home. Leaving this, as you can see, there's where the 4 mounting points go. So when you put the seat back in, you know to line the very back far one up with this thread so it slides on top of that. And the other 3 holes you can see here, also with these mounts on the bottom of the seat. You can see around here, so it's a dead easy job to fit back in. So now I'm just going to literally lift it back into position and bolt it back up. Make sure you do them nice and tight. If you do need the official torque ratings for the tightness of the bolts, let us know in the comments and I'll look them up for you. But as long as you're doing fairly nipped up on a ratchet that sort of size, they will be fine. That's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you did, hit that like button. That's how to remove and replace the seats on a Ford Transit Connect van.